Well, it's another beautiful day out here, and we're getting ready to be on the New River because guess what? We're visiting New River State Park. And yes, there are a couple access points and some hiking trails by the campgrounds, but the heart of the park is the New River. So we're out here with the New River Outfitters, and we're going to go upstream for a few miles and then float our way down. Come and join us for this glorious day. New River State Park, it's about 3,000 acres, and obviously, as the name implies, it's all about the river, which is what we're on now. And in order to see the park, yes, there are campgrounds and there are park hiking trails and stuff like that that's around the campgrounds, but you really have to see the river. We're here and it's very quiet. There's not many people on the river. There are occasional periods where, like this, it is very, very calm, and then there are other times when there's a little bit of a flow, but nothing really, really rapid. We basically went upstream for about 3-4 miles from the Route 221 access point, and we're just kind of floating lazily down the river on a beautiful day. The scenery is really wonderful, and you can see that there are these tall pines on the one side of the river, and just very, very pleasant. There's lots of camping at different access points of the river, and there's a Route 221 access area and a couple others, and it's just great for camping, tubing, canoeing, and kayaking. So it's all just very beautiful. So Loretta is, to her credit, actually did get on the boat. I
fell on the boat.
She fell on the boat as she was trying to get in. And honestly, we actually caught that on video, but fortunately she was fine. And she doesn't swim, you see, so I can easily understand the anxiety if you cannot swim. But the river, by and large, is very shallow in most places, so there's no issue. So this is a New River State Park canoeing camping area. So if you want to canoe in and go camping, you can come here. You can't get here by car, I don't think, but well, you can have US 221 access. So you can either canoeing, or there's a nice, beautiful visitor center that's fairly new at the Route 221 access area. This is one of the places where you can come and launch your boat if you have your own boat, kayak or two. And there's a big parking lot over here. All very nicely facilitated with this big tree over here. And this is right at the bend where it kind of makes a 180-degree turn on the river. Very nice. You can see right here the little pathway that you can carry your canoe down by the river with a nice little dock that you can launch your boat. Such beautiful sounds with rustling of the river, the cicadas, the birds singing. Nature's symphony. You're like dark, but it's okay. You're on the river. Oh my God, Loretta's actually on the river. You got a pedal. Paddle. Yeah. Go to the right. Go to our right. Yeah. There you go. All right, we're floating down the New River. Beautiful scenery all around here. There's a Christmas tree farm up there.
Okay, we are on the New River on a canoe, and just kind of floating down here. And since I have no idea how to work this thing, meaning the canoe or the paddle, we had gotten ourselves lodged onto a little mossy rock thing in the middle here because Sydney was spending time trying to film, and I have no clue how to work this thing. I've never been on a boat before, so here I am holding on to the edge for dear life.
So she thinks that those are rapids to worry about. We'll see. Yeah, it's very, very shallow. Look at the water. The last time Loretta was in a small boat like this was at Biscayne National Park, where we took a kayak out onto Biscayne Bay a little bit, right off of one of the little keys. I think it was Adams Key that we were at. And she did not have a good time because of the mangroves. And there were lots of mangroves all around the shore, and they look like they're creepy, yes. So were you afraid that they were just gonna, come out and grab you?
Yeah.
That's the stuff of horror movies, right? Yeah. Here, it's got nice little trees, and the river is pretty wide, so there are no issues. Well, one of the very interesting piece, which is really, really nice, is that none of the North Carolina state parks requires an admissions fee. Except maybe for Chimney Rock, where if you want to go up to the chimney, you have to pay. But all the other state parks we've been to, none of them have an entrance fee, which is really nice.
Or parking fee.
Yeah, no entrance fee, no parking fee. It's basically free to go. So it's a very, very economical way of doing this. Now, obviously, in certain places like the New River, if you want to get on the river and you want to, rent a canoe, certainly you have to pay for doing that for a private outfitter. But if you just want to go to the park, there is no entrance or parking fees. Well, here in North Carolina, we are used to all these greenery with all the green leaves and the evergreens and so on. And we sort of take it for granted because, you kind of look at this thing and you say, oh, this is pretty, it's green, but, it is what it is. But if you were doing a river in the west, you see a lot more dramatic high mountain sceneries, and if you go out to Utah and places like that, you definitely have red rocks everywhere. Now, we think, because we're from the east, the red rocks are beautiful because we don't see it often, and the green is just sort of part of the surrounding. It's still very nice, but we just don't probably see it as much. But if you're out from the west, you probably think the red rock cliffs are the normal, and there's no big deal. And the greenery here is the unusual exception here. So I guess it's all in what you are used to. Okay, we see the bridge. The bridge means that the journey is coming to an end. Right after the bridge is where we take out by the New River Outfitters. And it's very nice actually to have this big landmark that you can just say, hey, when you see the bridge, paddle to the left and get ready to get out, which is wonderful. And Loretta?
Yeah?
Was that about the right amount of time on the river?
Yeah.
And it was beautiful, pleasant, no bugs.
And no other people.
No other people. We only saw a couple of people tubing. Yeah. And actually, other than that, there was nobody on the river.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice. Very pleasant.
Yes, perfect morning activity for, about an hour and a half we were out.
Yeah.
4 miles. 4 miles upriver. And,
And I don't care what people say. Well, I don't know, but the point is that there's still exercise. Whether it's paddling, which is, I think, not as bad because you're doing more of the paddling. But for me, I think my glutes are going to be fine because all the sitting up and straight and all this stuff. Oh, I'm going to be tired.
Now, don't tell her, but she did most of the paddling. I was just watching her telling what to do. We are on our way to visit all the national parks in the United States. Follow along by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is released. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please share it with everybody that you know.